So this week on Journey of a Fisherman, I'm going to go into detail about the 3 different live bait rigs I use when targeting kingfish. We always use an inline circle hook, great for releasing the fish. They hook in the corner of the mouth. Once they go in, very hard to come out again. All our hooks and swivels are crimped on for strength, nice slim sort of connection, and it's very easy to do. We find it's a lot better and tidier than doing a knot. For all our kingfish leaders, we always use OCEA fluorocarbon, and 100 pound is our go-to size. At the connection end of the line, I like to use the NT swivel. It's a very slimline swivel, very strong and stainless steel, so it lasts for a long time. And that swivel is crimped on also. And then a uni knot to our line that goes to the reel. I like to pre-make all my leaders. We store them in Ziploc bags so they're watertight, and in the heat of the action they're ready to go. So first up is one of our most popular rigs for slow trolling. 2 metre long leader connecting via the NT swivel, but in this case we have a 2 to 3 ounce sliding bull sinker. And what this does is when you rig up a jack mackerel, it keeps the jack mackerel under the surface, and it obviously makes the bait last a lot longer, and it keeps it in the zone. And also, when you find a bait school that you think the kingfish are on, you can go onto a turn and let that bait drop down a lot more naturally, and that sinker helps get the bait down into the zone. The same rig we also use for deep dropping when we're pulling the boat up onto bait school or kingfish in deep water, and we're trying to keep the lines vertical. All we do is we replace the 3 ounce bull sinker with a larger 8 to 10 ounce bull sinker. We change the weight depending on the depth and how much current there is, but this large sinker gets the bait down a lot quicker into the zone. So now fishing in the deep, we're marking fish on the Garmin sounder, and with indicator braid we can then bomb these baits down to the exact depth where we know the fish are holding. So now down to the business end, where we're going to put the live bait onto our circle hook. Our preferred bait is the jack mackerel, and the secret, especially deep dropping and slow trolling, is you want that bait to be swimming straight. And the way that we can do this is by having the hook at the nose of the fish. And in this case, you've got a nice soft patch here on the jack mackerel, and there you go, straight through the top of the nose and ready to go. We're going to store this now and put it back in our live well. For bigger baits, you might need to bridle rig them, and if you go to journeyofafisherman.com, our website, we have demonstrations on how to do that. So last but not least is the good old-fashioned balloon rig. We use exactly the same leader system, the 2 metre long circle hook. We use a slightly bigger NT swivel, and the reason for that is we've got a bigger eye, and we use the eye to obviously attach our balloon. Now, one of the biggest problems that people make is they overinflate the balloon, and what that does is it can blow the live bait round, make it not like a natural presentation, but it also can restrict the hookup. The bait's trying to go down when it gets bit, and the balloon is actually pulling the bait out of the fish's mouth. So that's about the right size for a jack mackerel. We want to keep it quite small, and you can see here with the large eye, we always put the balloon through the rod and reel side of the swivel so we don't get any tangles, and there you go. Very, very simple. And the good thing about this is on the rod and reel side, it's not going to tangle up with your leader, and when you get the bite and the kingfish is peeling it off, it pulls off, and then you get the nice natural hookup. So we're in the perfect location here to set out the balloon rig, but there's a different way that you've got to rig it than the last 2 rigs that we talked about. You want this bait to swim down, you don't want it to swim straight. So we place the hook just in front of the peck fin, there you go, and it's going to swim down. Put it out there. And there you go. That's our 3 most popular rigs for catching kingfish. They've accounted for thousands of kingfish over the years on our charter boat. For more tips and tricks, please go to our website, journeyofafisherman.com. For rods, reels, lures and terminal tackle and some great advice, call in and meet your team at your local Hunting and Fishing New Zealand store. And for more inspiring online fishing content, visit journeyofafisherman.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel.